Hello everyone, welcome to video lectures on System Simulation and Modeling, Module 1. My name is Narayan Naik, Assistant Professor, Department of ISE, Canara Engineering College, Bantwal. The contents of the first modules are when the simulation is appropriate tool, when simulation is not appropriate tool, advantages, disadvantages, areas of applications, systems, component of the system, model of a system, and types of the models. So next, after this, we are going to study the complete steps in simulation study with a flowchart. So after that, general principles. So there we are going to study event scheduling algorithm or time advance algorithm. And the last one, simulation examples. So let us discuss with what is simulation. So there are a lot of definitions of the simulation. So one thing comes to our mind. So we should tell as it is. So the existing system we should tell as it is. That is the imitations of the one of the real world process. So let us discuss. So there are definitions of the simulation. So first of all, we should consider that what is simulation is the imitation of the real world process or system over a time. So this is nothing but the system, existing system we should tell as it is or we should imitate as it is. That is nothing but system simulation. So another thing is to develop a set of assumptions of mathematical, logical, symbolic relationship between the entity of interest of the system. Or another way, simulation is to estimate the measure of performance of the system with the simulation generated data. So in all the way we can define, so what is the simulation? So here, so we have taken some of the accumulation of what is exactly simulation. So first of all, a set of assumptions which are always concerning the behavior of a system. So we could say that real world process or modeling and analysis. So generally we can say what is simulation? Simulation is a programming language. So or we could say that simulation is a probability and statistic. So that is also right. Then what is simulation? Simulation is a complete analysis and simulation is a modeling. So a lot of mathematical modeling, computer modeling will be doing it. So all the way if you say that what is simulation is the correct. So these are the setup. So collection of, so what is simulation? So the next thing is why simulation? So there are a lot of reasons, plenty of reasons we need simulations or why simulations. So here the major part, simulation we know that is an analysis tool for predicting the effect of the changes to the existing system. Another way, so why simulation, why it is required? So as a design tool to predict the performance of the new system. So we are considering an existing system. So with that, all the predictions, we can come to the predictions of the what is the performance of the how our new system works. So these are the major design tool or we say that analysis purpose. So we need mainly simulation. So next come to the simple things. So what is model? We know that all what about this all the model and types of the model, entity, relationship, all. So it's a representation of an object or in case of any particular system. What is simulation model? It is just behavior of the system. So we know that the behavior of a system as it is studied by developing a period or over a time. So that is called as simulation model. So next come to that. So our actual part. So when the simulation is appropriate tool. So there are some scenario situations the author has given the following simulations tools are appropriate. So in that situation we should take it. So the first one is simulation which enables the study of and experimentation with the internal interactions of a complex system or of a subsystem within the complex system. That could be one of the appropriate tool. So whenever any complex system the complex, for example, organization chart or any neuro complex complexity of in the neurotransmission system. So in that cases, so before that, so they should go with the particular tool, appropriate tool they need to design. Then they will come to know that how the expected or new system going to work. So which enables the complete study of entire organizational chart or any neuro or chart, neuro complexity of the particular cases. So this could be taken it as one of the major tools. So like that, informational environmental changes can be simulated here. The effect of these alterations models behavior can be observed. Yes, absolutely. The second point is to environmental changes. The simulation tool is maybe used for the climate changes. So all the previous years data of the monsoon they will collect and how this time that affect the system and what is the predictions of the rainy or any other wind speed whatever it is. So they might be taking into the point changes can be simulated, environmental changes, any kind of the environmental changes can be taken. So this tool is one of the appropriate. Similarly, the third one is knowledge gained in designing simulation model may be a great value towards suggesting improvement in the system under investigation. This is the kind of suppose that they're constructing the large bridge or any kind of the launching system. So whatever they studied over the particular simulation model, particularly in the designing part, so with design their knowledge should be very improved in the how they can taking into the further investigation of the their further uh, what is the construction or whatever that creation. So that could be one of the very useful for this kind of study or using a simulation tool. So next is by changing the simulation input and observing the result output variables may be obtained into the which variables are most important, how variable interact. So this can be taking the particular input and output of the resulting of the particularly in the studies of the simulation. So they might be taking that which variable is very important or the input or output, how that how it is going to interact with the before built a particular system or after a built a system, how it can be interact into the particular manner. So that could be one of the very important steps to take the appropriate tool of the simulation tool. Simulation can be used for a pedagogical device to reinforce analytical solution methodologies. Pedagogical in the sense of high-end tool that is called as a high-end, higher level tool to be used to any kind of the complex analytical solution methodologies uh, to be used. So this is the major appropriate tool. So next, simulation can be used to experiment with particularly new designs or policies prior to implementation as to so as to prepare what may happen. So any organization or any institute, so before implementation, they should go with the simulation tool, how their policy or any kind of their implementation, so how it is going to work. So after implementing, what will happen or what will the outcome or output of this simulation tool is the one of the major appropriate tool. Simulation can be used to verify analytical solution, any kind of the complex analytical solution which is used to verify it before implementation or before solution of this critical analytical complex problem. By simulating different capabilities for a machine, requirement can be determined. So capability based system, for example, candy manufacturing or certain manufacturing machines. So how it is going to manufacture after the implementation. So that input, before that we should design and we can check that whether capabilities are there or not, so that all requirement can be determined by applying this simulation tool. Simulation models designed for training allow learning without cost of disruption uh, on the job learning. So this could be helped in the training purpose, the learning without cost. So before applying that, so we actually discussion of the on the job learning. So before models design, we could learn it and understand how that designed or any particular models is going to work. Animation shows a system in simulated operation so that plan can be visualized. Any animation or 3D kind of the game or visualized materials, all will be, we use the simulation tool, how that all the plan can be visualized, how it is going to work or how it is going to operate after that implementation. That is we can use the simulation tool. Next one is the modern system is so complex that the interaction can be treated only through the simulation. Definitely, all the today's all the complex interactions, the modern system always having a very complex interactions need to be required. So how we can carry out this? So through the simulation model is very helpful to carry out this. So now we will discuss, there are the situations when simulation is not appropriate. There are certain situations really simulation tool is not required. So general or common sense is enough to solve the certain problems. We do not go to the simulation tool. So these are some situations is given here. Simulation should not be used when the problems can be solved using a common sense. Whenever you have a common sense using, why should we use the simulation tool? Not required. So when the problem can be solved analytically, very simple manner problem, we no need to go with the simulation tool. When it is easier to perform direct experiment, yes, not required. When the simulation cost exceeds the saving, this should be, we before that we should estimate it our entire budget. If the really cost exceeds the saving, not to use that one. When the resource or time are not available, definitely we should not use. Whenever a resource is not available, a time is not available, not to use, because simply we should waste our resources, money, on time. Here, simulation takes data, sometimes lots of data. If no data is available, not even estimate, simulation not advised. For example, I told that previous an example, climate changes. For example, a prediction of rainy season in the monsoon or any wind or cyclone. So if there is a no sufficient data, previous data is not there, then we should not use the simulation tool to predict, because it is not the outcome is not proper. So simulation is in that case is not advised. If there is not enough time, the person is not available and enough time is there not there, that definitely we should not use. If the managers have unreasonable expectations, say too much soon, or the power of simulation overestimated, absolutely this is true. If manager have unreasonable expectation, if he is having the too much expectation, the analyze we should not analyze that particular simulation tool. So that I'm not to use, because when manager is particularly he should expect a particular reason, then only we should go with the simulation tool. When the system behavior too complex or cannot be defined, particularly there are certain systems which cannot be defined or cannot be understand particular analyst or any designer or any, of course, the manager. If the system is not to performing, not to be not good behavior, so such system you should not use the simulation tool. What are the advantages and disadvantages of simulation? First, we should discuss about the advantages. So whenever the new policies, operating procedures, decision rules, information flows, and any organizational procedures, there should be a very added advantage over this using simulation tool. New policies before implementation, they should come to that what and all the implementation part, how it is going to affect, that everything not need to know before implementing. There are a lot of operational procedures in decision rules of any organization or any sector. Information flows, particularly information, how the information will be flowing to the hierarchies, organizational procedures, working procedures, or any other kind of the decisions. So they should use the simulation is there, for that is the added advantages. So new hardware design, physical layout, transportation system, and so on can be tested without committing the resource of their acquisition. These are the advantages of the particularly simulation tool. So new hardware design, any new hardware design before implementing to the market, so they should go with this simulation tool. They will come to know that how that new design part is going to perform well. Similarly, physical layout of the any operational theater or any particular organization, how it is going to affect, and that can be tested. And transportation system as well, all kind of the transportation, so they can be tested without committing actual their resource. So one of the major advantage over this using simulation tool. In case now hypothesis about how or why certain phenomena occur can be tested, feasibilities, whether it is the feasible to implement or feasible to release, particularly to the worldwide, that is how they can be tested. So they should come to that hypothesis can be used to test by using the simulation. It is one of the advantages. So time can be compressed or expanded to allow for a speed up or slow down of the phenomena. There are a lot of under investigation systems should be in the manufacturing sector or construction side. So their time should be very useful. Whether time can be compressed or expanded, how that work can be slowed down or depending upon the time speed up. So in that cases, simulation is very advantageous. There are certain bottleneck situations. So bottleneck situations may arise in certain cases, like launching the rocket, or there are defense sectors. There are certain systems, they will have a situations like bottleneck situations. They should use before that. The simulation is one of the advantages. Next, a simulation study can help in understanding how the system operates rather than how individual think the system operate. This is really useful or very advantage of this simulation, because every simulation study really understand how, if they understand properly how the system operates for a particular individual person. So we will come to know that a collective opinion or collective decision after applying this simulation. So one of the great advantages. So next one is what if questions can be answered. This is particularly useful in the design of the particularly new system. Whenever you have a new designs, so every part of the implementation, we should ask that what if, what can this, or what is the next stage of this design part. So there we need to modify it or answer it, or whatever we can do it in the simulation stage. Then a real system before the real system implementation. So now there are drawbacks also there. Obviously, any system should have obviously advantages and it will have a particular drawback. Model building requires obviously special training, trained person is required. This is one of the advantages. Simulation result may be difficult to interpret. So simulation, after simulation, that result will be the very difficult to interpret, very difficult to collect, and we should take a particular opinion. It depends upon the particular systems. If there is a very large complex system, so very difficult to interpret that situation, that might be the drawback to us. Simulation modeling and analysis can be time consuming, expensive, depends upon the what type of system we are going to implement. Okay. Next, simulation is used in some cases when analytical solution is possible or even if preferable. So this time it is not preferable or whatever it is a really drawback if we use the simulation. So these are the areas of applications. So if you want to get more information about these areas of application, you should log in www.wintersim.org, where you can get recent and advanced applications of simulation. So we have listed out these: manufacturing applications, wafer fabrications, business processing, construction engineering and project management, logistics, transportation and distributions, military applications regarding defense, healthcare, and lot of additional applications. So in the manufacturing applications, there are a lot of things need to be considered. Analysis of electronics, assembly of operations, similarly design certain evaluation of selective assembly, which is station for precision scroll, compressor cell, comparison of dispatching rules by using the semiconductor, determining optimal size of a semiconductor. So this which and all will be which covered in the manufacturing applications. Lot need to be thing. Similarly, vapor fabrication, also comparison of dispatching large facility model. Similarly, corrupting influence availability, new lot of release rules of vapor fabs also. There are a lot of things need to be considered in the comparison of similarly 200 into 300 X-ray lithography cell. In case of construction and business engineering, there are things to be what is that construction of particularly market, trenchless renewal underground urban infrastructure activity scheduling, particularly dynamic multi-projecting setting, all will be we need to consider, investigate and the structural parameter business things. Logistic, similarly, logistic transportation also need to be taken in the parametric modeling and capacity planning, evaluation of the potential benefit of rail traffic planning, particular algorithm, analysis of passenger flows and airport terminal, proactive flight schedule. So there are a lot of applications under this logistic transportation and distribution. So next one is the mainly military applications. This is the defense, particularly modeling, leadership, effective recruit type of army recruiting, say any kind of sanction, design and test of intelligent controller of autonomous underwater vehicle in the defense. Similarly, modeling military requirement in the non-war fight operations, whatever that the things need to be taken in the military applications. In case of health also, there are a lot of hospital design or layout need to be how they can be done, and lot of operational materials like how that robotic design, all these things, how it is going to affect that one, how it is going to take into the next part, and how they can implement these things. Production of this one, there are a lot of things need to be in the production part. Human system and healthcare also be considered, and another system estimating maximum capacity in the energy room and reducing the actually length of the stay in that room, actually studying in the human element for air traffic controller, modeling the human performance of the particularly in the complex system. So there are a lot of applications areas will be given, need to be studied one by one. So this is about areas of applications. For the more information, so we will get in the wintersim.org. So we will discuss about systems and its environment. So when we define that system, it's a group of objects that are joined together or some regular interaction or interdependence towards the accomplishment of certain purpose. So good example is one of the best example we could say that banking system. There we know that there are a lot of interdependence or regular interaction inside the banking system. Similarly, a system is any object which has some action to perform and which is dependent on number of object called entity. That is called as a system. So here example we have taken banking system, university system, or particularly we are taking college system. So this is the example here, control, production control system, which have a certain their own department. Every production control system having a purchasing department, fabrication department, assembly department, and shipping department. So purchasing department will concentrate on the uh, how the item should be taken, what item need to be taken, but all interdependent, because purchasing department should be interlinked to the fabrication. They need to do the all the work for the fabrication. What kind of work needs required? So assembly department, they need to assemble what they are fabricated all the items. So this last one is shipping, because they need to ship the items because all are interlinked. So that is the interdependencies. One department, or we can call it as a unit. So under the entire system, one is unit, and every one unit is depending upon the another unit, because they are expecting how the system can be work together. So the next one is system environment. The system is affected by element outside the system, that is called as system environment. Any kind of the element which is affected by the outside the system, so we could call it as a system environment. So next, there are a lot of things here. Component of a system. So in the component of the system, we can call it as an entity, attribute, activity, state, and event. What is entity? We know that entity is an object of interest in the system. Attribute is particularly a property of an entity. Activity is a time period of specified, particularly length. When our activity start from 9 a.m. to like that 1 p.m. So the specified length. State is nothing but the collection of variables, whatever the necessary to describe the system at any time which are relative to the objective of the study. What objective, that status will be taken. So event is an instantaneous occurrence that may change the system of the entire particularly system. So anytime an instant occurrence, anytime event may occur while during the entire system. So now another two type of events here are activities, endogenous and exogenous. So endogenous, what we to describe the activities and event occurring entirely within the system. Exogenous can be described activities and event in an environment which affect the system. So example, in the bank study, the arrival of customer is an exogenous and the completion of a service of a customer, particularly we can call it as an endogenous event. So these are the lot of examples, particularly given like that we need to identify and categorize into the example of systems and component. What are all component inside the banking system to consider what entities will be there, attribute, activities, event, or state variables. Similarly, rapid rail system, production system, communication system, similarly, inventory system. So this is the given assignment. We need to find out what attribute or activities of the following system. Similarly, how you can determine the entities, attribute, activities of the following system. Now we will come to discrete and continuous system. A system can be categorized as always a discrete or continuous. So actually the entire our objective of the study is discrete event system simulation. So discrete system is the number of customer changes only when a customer arrives or when actually the service provided a customer is completed. So here we should take discrete point, discrete system state variable. So here the number of customer waiting in the line being served. That is the discrete set of a point. We could take it in the chart. Continuous means good example is the continuous system state variable. So we know that head of the water behind the any dam. So always will be continuous flowing like that. Next we would discuss about what is a model of a system. We know that, so we have studied lot of things, model of the systems, the representation of an object in some form other than the form of the object itself. So usually the purpose of the study, or we can call it as an experimentation. This is called as a particular model of the system. Why model? So why we need a model is the lot of reason will be there. Training or instruction purpose, communication purpose, predictions, experimentation, decision making, all depends upon the input domain of the system. So as per the problem domain, we should take why model is required. Purpose, training purpose required, we should go with all training purpose. There are a lot of communication model is required, we should go with the communication model system. Prediction, lot of prediction if you require, prediction, experimentation, design you need to require, decision making. So a lot of these things depends upon the problem input domain. So we will continue as the model can be classified as a particularly mathematical or physical. A mathematical model which uses a symbolical notation and mathematical equations to represent a particular system. What is simulation model? It is a particular type of mathematical model. Actually, simulation models, it can be further classified as static, or you can call it dynamic, deterministic or a stochastic, discrete or a continuous. A static model, what is static model? Usually good example is we can call it as the Monte Carlo simulation. It represents always a system at a particular point of time. Any system which is which represents a particular point of time in discrete event simulation. That is the one of the static model. Very good. That one of the great statistical author. That is the Monte Carlo simulation. Dynamic simulation, which represents a change over time. Usually, we could take a good example is bank. We know that 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. or 5 p.m. It depends that which would be defined. It is in the particularly dynamic models. Deterministic, we should good example is we should take it as dentist office. If all the patients are at the hospital in a particularly appointed time or a scheduled time, this could be taken as deterministic. Stochastic model of that is the average number of people waiting or waiting particularly time of customer. This could be taken it as like customers are waiting in the bank. That number of customers are waiting in the bank, number of customers are waiting in the entirely bank. That is, you could take it in average system. Now this is the one thing characteristic of a good model. Which is the model having very good characteristics? So we should define it. A model should be a simple to understand. Everyone should understand any kind of the model. We had a training model or a communication model, design model, construction model, computer model, or any mathematical model. So always should be a very simple to understand. Everyone should understand goal directed, all the what is the goal of that model. It should be very clearly, and it should be very robust. Everyone should be clear, easy to control. Anybody can having understand after understanding that model should be easy to control it. Complete on important issues will be discussed without that is relevant. Model should be a relevant. It should be adaptive, easy to update. Any kind of adoption or required any update, so it should be evolutionary also. So this is the overall we say that very good characteristic of a good model. So next we will concentrate on steps in a simulation study. So this is the major thing in system simulation. So what are the steps and steps in simulation study? So how the entire simulation can be taken into this particular step and with a flowchart. So now we will concentrate on this. What are the major steps in simulation study? Start with problem formulation, set up objective and project plan, model conceptualization, data collection, model translation, verification, then followed by validated or validation should be done. Similarly, experimental design, production and analysis, runs or more number of runs, whether it is how you are going to require to run the more number of simulation, because the outcome should be a very proper. Then finally we should do it documentation and reporting. Document it particularly how that all the resulted simulation generated result should be particularly we should document it and reporting it, and finally we should implement the entire study. So these are the very the basic steps of there are 6 plus 6 12 steps in simulation study. So the next, the complete details of each step along with flowchart we should see in the next videos. Thank you.